Hero in almost 60 seconds. Volk. What do you get when you combine a GAU8 Avenger with 1,000 pounds of flesh and one Lucha Libre mask? That's right, an obliterator. How does the Black Legion's resident Dakar aficionado do on the tactifield? Come find out. Volk is, in fact, the first obliterator ever created, when he, an Iron Warrior permanently fused with a specialized Terminator suit and fitted with many cybernetic replacements, was possessed by a Cornate demon, gaining the ability to absorb weapons into his body and manifest them at will, for the small price of his sanity. Volk's active ability causes 6 heavy round hits to be evenly distributed among all targets in range. The fewer the targets, the more pain each one takes, and additionally each target hit will be suppressed. Very useful in some stages of the Cadia campaign where Volk can shut down Last Cannon Overwatch directly from a starting hex. However, he will only hit melee targets when he is engaged in melee, keep that in mind. Volk's passive has a 30% chance to increase the damage he deals with his standard ranged attack, and to increase its pierce rate up to 75%. This can come in especially handy against heavily armored heroes and raid bosses, such as Mortarion or Karen the Screamer, but is not totally reliable. Volk has a mobility of 2 and a 3 range, 6-hit attack, 55% pierce, heavy round type, for an average reach of 5. His melee attack is 4-hit power. Being balanced around his 6 hits, his attack stat is low. Volk is a glass cannon with low HP and barely any armor, even when fully equipped with a weapon, a defensive item and a crit booster. Obviously, his philosophy is that offense is the best defense. Volk has a lot of traits. The All-Black Legion let the galaxy burn for a 50% chance for an extra hit, randomly aimed at either his target or any non-chaos unit adjacent to it, allies included. Big Target, which reduces ranged hits taken by allies standing next to him by 1, to a minimum of 1 hit taken, but prevents Volk himself from benefiting from standing in tall grass or trenches. Demon, which gives him a 25% chance to block 50% of his attack value, and Suppressive Fire, which causes his ranged attacks to suppress their target, minus 30% damage dealt, minus 1 movement and no overwatch until the end of their next turn. Volk is decent in guild raids, with Eldrian or another buffer. Wherever you need suppression, he can outrange Rivas, Immerspec and Azrael to shut down their overwatch, or when you need to kill swarm types. He now has an obscure synergy with Abraxas passive when he attacks in melee, and is extra vulnerable to Roswitha's active, being a demon and all. You certainly won't regret investing in Volk, especially if you haven't got Malgun Ra, and who knows, maybe he'll get buffed a little bit more eventually, now that Crushing Strike is a thing. He also looks adorable, waddling across the battlefield. Anyway, looks like our Volk minute is up, and I managed to not make any Volkswagen jokes. Yay? Have a good one, tactician.